Carolina. I've been with Seacret since 2020. I love this community. It's embraced me and taught me so much. I didn't have experience in this industry, and so I've learned everything I've learned from this company and the training that we have here, and it's been amazing. I love the people, the energy we have, our products, our training, our travel, everything about this community, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm married. I have 2 adult daughters, a son-in-law soon to be, and I'm a retired CPA and biologist, and I'm recently been studying functional nutrition at the encouragement of Dr. Cohn. And I'm very happy to be here, and let's get started. Everybody, I'm very excited about the regional training coming up on Saturday, September 16th. We have training in lots and lots of cities throughout the United States and Canada. Please look at this list and choose your city, the one that's closest to you. If you haven't already gotten your ticket, you can go to the Team Synergy website and sign up for training. You can also register at the website that's listed here, secretdirectevents.com. Get your ticket now. See how many team members you can bring. It will really advance your business to be at the training and hear our amazing speakers, and to bring as many people as you can who are on your teams. We've got just phenomenal trainers, and I can't wait. I'm going to be in Charlotte with Ms. Zoffer, and I can't wait to be there. And Barbara Smith-Pullen, and I know that there are awesome trainers in every single city. I think our next slide is going to show us who is going to be at each city. We've got wonderful people here. Franco, the Taylors from 2 different cities, Ms. Zoffer, Jen Newkirk, Ben Bradshaw, Janie Braun, Angie Koff, Jesse McPherson, Troy Brown, Eric G, Jeff Bolf, Don Morton, and Tracy Zimmer, along with our leadership from the local markets that are going to be joining them. It's going to be something you do not want to miss. Mark September 16th and get your ticket and your hotel booked now, and your flight or your car transportation, however you're going to get there. We can't wait to see you there. These are the groups that are imperative to be a part of so that you know what's going on. I'm the WhatsApp groups. We have the Seacret Recognition Testimonials WhatsApp group and the Seacret Events. You can look at these groups. Just download, scan the QR code if you don't have this, or take a screenshot so you can look at it later and look at these events. I'm always looking at these WhatsApp chats to know what's going on. So that's always having the events that are being posted, that are being held throughout the country and in other throughout our country in the United States, Canada, and other places are listed on there. And so you can always look to see who you know in each of these places and invite guests. We have the leadership doing training. It's great. And then we also have the Team Synergy website, which you can download and on Facebook. And well, actually, there's one that's just a Team Synergy website, and there's also a Facebook group. But be sure to go to the teamsynergyagents.com website, and everything you need to know is there. Training resources, PowerPoints, the replays of all of these trainings. It's fantastic. And be sure to tune in every Saturday to One Big Team onboarding training. These are great Saturday events to invite prospects to, and also even if you don't have a prospect to listen to, because you'll learn how to do presentations. And then after the presentation about the opportunity in our products, then there's training each week, and we have different trainers every week, different topics every week. And if you've missed this, make sure to catch the replays. You'll learn something every week. I'll learn nuggets all the time. Every time I'm on every Saturday, and I'll listen and learn something new every week, and encourage you to listen to that and encourage your teams. Now we're going to have recognition for the week of August 8th to August 17th. If you just rank advanced this past week, you'll be recognized next week. This is from the week before last. Congratulations to our newest bronze agents, Edison Octavio Franco Gonzalez, Edit Naji, Ronald Razon. Congratulations on your first rank. You guys are just getting started. Good, that's amazing. Can't wait to see what you're gonna do here at Seacret. Our newest silver agent, Laura Linda Cervera, congratulations. This is a rank where she's actually leading some people on her team. This is amazing. Congratulations, Laura. And our rock stars, current rock stars, Alexander Kanamu, Amy Varley, Shenahu Liu, Erwin Ortez, Jeff and Cindy Wolf. Congratulations. These people have had 4 new agents within the last 4 weeks. Congratulations to our rock stars, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing somebody's name correctly. I'm a math person. Pronunciation's not my strong suit. And if you don't have the Rapid Funnel app, I encourage you to get that on your phone. I use it daily. It has all the different, anything that you'd want to send a prospect or a customer when they want information about our products and our opportunity. It allows you to see when they watch the videos and how much they watched. It's free. Just download it on your phone, and you can go to the Team Synergy website, and there it shows you there how to download this app. Now I'd like to introduce our speaker, Ben Bradshaw. He's a diamond agent. He's also 100 qualified. That means he's got 100 people on his right side of his team and 100 people on his left that are on 50-50, ensuring him of a residual income every month. And so if you haven't hit 5-5 yet, I would encourage you to work on that rank and have the residual income of $50 every month, and then just move on to 10-10. Anyway, Ben is, he and his wife, Lauren, are diamond agents. They've been in Seacret for 12 years. They have 2 little girls. They've just moved from Phoenix back to the Washington, D.C. area, and I'm happy to have them back on the East Coast. Ben and Jesse have been pioneering and building the Philippines market. It is exploding. They have just done an amazing job. They're opening up the new country. And Ben is a master at contacting, inviting, and maintaining relationships. He has just got tons of information. He's going to be dropping lots of nuggets. And welcome, Ben, and thank you so much for being here. Make sure you've got a pen and paper to listen to Ben.
That's awesome. Genevieve, amazing. You did great. Yeah,
Thank you.
Can we all give a clap to Genevieve for hosting? So thank you so much for that. That was awesome. You did great, girl.
Thank you, Ben.
So much for your first time, huh? Like,
thanks.
Here's one thing that I know, you're going to be doing it more often.
Oh, thank you.
Because you rocked it. So great job. And so awesome to see so many names and faces that I feel like we just actually saw. Shoot, it's been probably about a month. So at the last convention at Freedom Academy. So had a blast. It was amazing. And definitely miss all of you guys. And so who do we have with us here today? We have Abby Sea Lover, who's actually been crushing it. So she actually got started with us a long time ago, and she's actually been part of the inner circle and talking about how amazing that's, contributing to her success. And so I know there's 2 dates in Seacret, the day you sign up and the day you start. And the only one that matters is that second. And I can tell you, Abby's been crushing it. So who else do we have with us? And I have my iPad over here because I'm going to be sharing my screen. And so I have Dana on. So nice to see you, Dana. Welcome. David Gyron from Chi-Town, as always. Great to see you, my man. So many awesome people. Miss you guys for sure. And I know that we'll be seeing you guys here shortly. Oh, I see Diana on. So Genevieve's, I liken them to Thelma and Louise, if you will. So great to see you, Diana. And so who else do we have on? So I see so many people. Jorge, Miss Judy, great to see you, girl, as always. So I'm just excited to be with you guys here tonight. And usually I'm pumped up and I'm fired up and I'm gonna, be spitting some information that I think can help you guys. And so I'm still going to give you some great information, I hope. But I have my girls, Kylie and Cameron, that are in the other room and they're sleeping, I think, I hope. And if not, Lauren is the one actually on mommy duty right now because I'm here with you guys. So I'm not going to try and yell and be too fired up because I don't want to create havoc and chaos in the other room. Is that okay? So, but we'll still be good. We'll still be good. So super excited to be with you guys here today and to share with you guys a topic that is just near and dear to my heart. It's something that I think a lot of the times people, they kind of forget. And, it's very basic and it's very simple. It's something that I believe anyone can do. And it's really one of the core topics to what we do in this business and how we do it. And, that is actually what I like to call exposures, right? So exposures. And so it's very simple stuff. I think sometimes people complicate it, if you will, unfortunately. And, it's you can build a huge business just built on exposures. You can become significant, obviously successful as well, right? And success to me is when you are having success. Significance is when you're helping other people have success. But there's only a couple ways to actually help other people have massive success. And in my opinion, that is to lead by example, right? So, exposures is such the exposure process, if you will, such a near and dear topic to me because that's really, where the foundation of building your business lies. Meaning that if you're not doing exposures, right, if you're not doing the activity to inspect the things that you expect to happen, how can you get to 5 and 5, right, which is the simple foundation of our business? How can you get to 10 and 10, right? So how can you get to 25-25, which is where, you start to see significant residual income, right? And 50-50, 100-100, and so on and so on and so on, right? And so I know for me, I have a target of 1,000, and I've seen it before, because before this compensation plan started, we had something very similar in the beginning, and we were almost 2,500. So I know it works. It's just not as aggressive as what I've seen in this compensation plan. And so it's a very easy target because I've already seen the future of what it can do and the power of this residual income and this actual exposure process. And so, it's a very, very simple thing for me to expect what I expect because, it's all numbers and ratios, right? The exposure process is very simple. And what are exposures? Exposures are pretty simple. They're literally taking someone from not knowing to knowing by showing them the plan. And all you're doing is collecting decisions, right? And so there's only 3 things people are going to say: yes, no, or maybe. And actually, maybe is just a polite way of saying no. I wish they would just tell us no versus saying maybe, because it would help us in our sorting process, right? Of flipping cards. And so, if you're taking a deck of cards, you have 52 cards if it's an actual full deck of cards, right? But you also have other cards that are in there, right? Because, we're looking for aces. Generally speaking, there would be 4 aces in a complete deck. But sometimes we get hung up on the 2s and the 3s and the 4s because we want to turn them into aces because we know they need an opportunity, but they may not be open to receiving an opportunity, right? And so if they're not open to receiving it, then it doesn't matter what we say because they're not going to take it in, right? Our output is not going to equal their input. Does that make sense? You guys follow me? And so how do we do these exposures? Well, and I don't mean a 2 or a 3 or a 4 is a janitor per se versus like an attorney. I never put anyone down. I actually treat everyone the same way. So, everyone to me is a person. They have feelings, right? And so a 2, 3, 4, 5, and ace to me, the difference is someone that is interested and hungry and willing to work, right? Versus someone that's not interested. A 2 to me is someone that says no, which I appreciate. I actually should replace the 2s with maybes because they're even worse. Because then the maybes just keep dragging it on, right? It's like, what is it going to take to get you off of the fence? Because sitting on the fence just hurts, right? So I don't know if you guys have any fence sitters, but I'll help you with how to actually deal with them as well a little later on. And so, it's just exposures and then ratios. We take people from not knowing to knowing and we collect their decision. That's it. And how do we do it? Well, most people, unfortunately and fortunately, they talk too much. I don't know if you guys have been in a situation where you guys are literally saying too much to your prospects and they're looking at what you're saying and evaluating you versus evaluating the information. Has anyone done that? I can't be the only one, right? Come on, Willie. I see you looking. All right. You've done that too, right? So we've said too much to people because we're excited and then they buy us, right? But they know us. And so even though they like us and they trust us, they don't necessarily respect us. Now I can tell you guys, for me, when I first got started, I had people say, well, you're doing skincare? Wait a second. You were just successful in mortgage lending. What? Like, even my dad told me, like, you're an idiot. That's crazy. Right now, he doesn't say those things now, obviously 12 years later. But if I were to quit and give in or become an amateur of many professions and a professional of none, then I would, he would have, he might have been right. But obviously now he doesn't say that because he sees the lifestyle we have. He sees the things that we're able to provide for our daughters. And it's not necessarily all money, right? For me, it's a lifestyle of being present for our children to make decisions. So we don't have to put them in the hands of other people to babysit them, if you will, right? And not that there's anything against that. It just doesn't add up for our values. It's not the life we wanted to create. And so when we got started, I was going to many people nonstop. Abby can tell you. And I literally was, just booking their time. Okay. I was being brief. I was being brilliant in what I said, and I would be gone on to the next call. So I wouldn't say a lot to very many people. I actually wouldn't spend 100 minutes with one person because then I'm convincing them, right? And all I'm trying to do is figure out if they're an ace or a two. And so I can flip a card to get to the next person. And so, when I first got started, we were way behind financially, multiple months behind on our mortgage, looking for a way to make extra income. And when this opportunity came to me, it was just skincare. Like, it was crazy because I thought, hey, Lauren, like, I know you're a girl. I'm a guy. This is skincare. You go do it. Make us wealthy. I'll cheerlead for you. I'll be your biggest fan. And it didn't work that way, right? And so she was very good at it, obviously, but I had to level up myself and pull my end of the bargain to pull my weight, right? Because we were in this together. We're still in this together. And our roles have kind of changed a little bit, but we all pull our weight because at the end of the day, there are people counting against us and there are people counting on us. And so, we have to make sure that we are coming true to ourselves and to the people that are counting on us. And so, yeah, we were looking for a way to make extra income. Didn't know that this would be the home run, but I said, if we are going to be all in, let's be all in. Let's be full-time in our part-time, right? Let's be busy and productive. And so let's focus on the things that we can control. And our mentor, Jesse McPherson, one of the best, right? Who's also one of our great friends. He said, make a list and show everyone. Don't discount anyone. And we did that. And Abby can tell you, because she's been here with us since day one, we literally went very fast, very fast. So, we made $5,000 before we knew how to log into our back office. Why? Because we were out literally demoing products. That's it. Demoing products, showing the information, under promising, over delivering, being excited, right? And just almost fear of losing people, saying, I don't know if you're interested, but you better tell me no now rather than yes later. We need to meet. When's the closest time to now, right? Do you have a funeral or a wedding you can't get out of? Because I got something I got to show you, right? And we would go fast. We didn't go slow. See, this hat right here says play bad fast, right? So it's a golf hat. It means play bad and just do it fast. Whatever you're going to do, don't do it slow. Don't, because, succeeding and failing, they're both painful. So you might as well pick one. And just like DG says, success loves speed, right? So all we're trying to do is figure out who's in and who's out. That's it. Sharing the plan, collect decisions. Share the plan, collect decisions. And I let the products do the talking. Why? Because I knew nothing about the products. People would say, well, what's it do? And I'm like, well, the directions on the box say to do this. And I actually wasn't joking, right? And so people would be like, you don't even know what it does. And I'm like, no, isn't that cool? Because I knew the products would show immediate results. So I didn't have to be good. I just had to be myself. I didn't have to hype. I didn't have to try and future sell. I can't stand when people do that because that's what gives our industry and our profession and our company a bad name when people hype and they over pitch. And, here's what I love: the truth is good enough and results speak louder than words. So say less, demo more, and you can have massive success, right? And so, it's pretty simple. We take our calendar, we do, exposures every day. Okay. So you make a list and you don't prejudge anyone. And your list is not necessarily for them, but it could be for who they know. Right. And, there's many different ways that you can do exposures. I personally like to send someone a text message and I'll say something like, call me ASAP with a smiley face. Why? Because have you ever tried to call someone and have a conversation, but you don't find out it's not the right time until you try to get into the information, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm busy." Right? It's just me. I can't be the only one. Right? If you call me and we didn't schedule it, I'm not talking to you because we didn't schedule the time. You follow me? And what I love about that is because I'm on purpose with my time. And I would recommend that you do the same thing. And so I always say, call me ASAP with a smiley face because people know it's important. It's not life threatening. And so when they call me, now, if you send that text message out to 20 people, you couldn't handle the amount of people coming to you. It would be fishing your prospects instead of hunting your prospects. And when you fish your prospects, you have bait that they want. So they want to know what you have. But when you're shooting at them because you're hunting, guess what? It doesn't work. They're going to dodge what you're trying to get them with. Okay. So now if you sent that out, yep, call me ASAP, smiley face. There you go, LaDonna. And so if you sent that out to 20 people, you couldn't handle the amount of calls coming into you. Now, what do I do next? Well, it depends on what you want to do, what you want them to do. Do you want them to see a video from Rapid Funnel? Do you want them to meet you for coffee? Do you want them to come over to your house for a presentation? Do you want them to come to a regional? Or what do you want them to do? You have to begin with the end in mind, right? So for me, I always, there's nothing better than a live presentation, right? But with Rapid Funnel, I love the full CRM to where I can tell when people are watching and when they're not and how much they watched. Okay. So, because nowadays you can drive all the way across town to meet with someone and they could ghost you, right? They could, have 4 flat tires. I've seen and heard everything. Okay. So you can't have massive success without having people that get 4 flat tires. You can't have massive success without having many no-shows. You can't have success without hearing every excuse under the sun. But guess what? Those no's will lead you to your next yes, as long as you keep going. Okay. And so you use Rapid Funnel, you use, the products to demo, whatever it takes is whatever it takes. People say, what do you do? Everything. Why not? Because I know the life that I was actually running from to get here, right, was more painful than me having to talk someone into something that is actually going to, change their life, and they may not be ready for it, or they might not show up, right? So I've had more no-shows than most people. Obviously not more no-shows than Jesse McPherson. Well, that's why he's a Crown Royale and I'm a diamond, right? I haven't had more no-shows than, Troy or, Muzaffar, right? That would be a false expectation to think. Why? Because they're higher ranks than I am. So if I'm chasing what they have, I have to be willing to go through and grow through what they've done to get where they are. You guys follow me? So how do you do that? The basics. You compound them. Okay. So, the only difference from where you are and where you want to be is the amount of people that you've talked to. Right. So there's a book from Richard Fenton called Go for No. I love that book. It's amazing. And it will teach you that you can't avoid the no's to get the yeses. You have to embrace them and go through it because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to go. Okay. And if you don't do that, well, guess what? Nothing works. Right. It's like trying to sign up for the gym and, saying, hey, okay, well, Genevieve, I signed up for a gym membership, but you can go. But guess what? I want to be the one that gets the results from the fruit of your labor at the gym. Does that work? Not at all. See, most people go to the gym just enough to, take their selfie in front of the mirror and they post it on Facebook day one. But guess what? They never get to the actual end of where they're trying to go because they won't work through the pain to get the result that they're looking for. And so people think that sometimes, oh, well, this industry, this profession, this company, it doesn't work. And it's like, no, it definitely works, right? It's that people that don't work. It's that's just the way it is. I'll give you a real life example. So, yesterday Cameron comes to me and she says, she's 5, by the way. So she's my little crazy girl. And oh my gosh, my phone's going nuts. So she's my little 5-year-old right here. Okay. And so she goes, Daddy, you know what? I want you to put my bike together, not with my training wheels, and I want to go. I want to go. Let's go ride my bike. And I'm thinking, oh, wow, okay, let's do this, right? She was committed. She was fired up. And so we had started when we were in Arizona, but with our move back, it was a little challenging because it was almost like starting over again. Sounds familiar, right? She was picking up momentum and we were riding in the grass in Arizona, but there was something that happened. It's called dry heat, 120 degrees. We didn't know, like, I didn't want her to be on a bike in 120 degrees of dry heat, right? So, because it was hot. And so we decided, hey, we'll put it down, we'll pick it up later. We move across country and we've been here for 3 weeks now. And she goes, Daddy, I want to ride my bike and I want to do it in the grass. Well, guess what? Daddy hasn't cut the grass because Daddy has been running so hard around the clock, dealing with different time zones and doing the deal and being in the trenches. The grass is a little high. And so it's not conducive to her riding the bike. So Daddy says, well, look, Cameron, why don't we go out on the street? And I got you. I got you. I'm not going to let you fall, right? But you need to pedal, okay? You need to relax. You need to focus. You need to keep going, right? Now, Daddy's got you, but this is what you need to do. If you hold up on your end of the bargain, I'll hold up on my end of the bargain, and this will work out pretty well. Guess what she did? I don't want to do it. Let's do it in the grass. Let's, every excuse under the sun. Sounds a lot like people in prospecting when they're brand new, right? We think of every excuse. Oh, this phone. Oh man, this person, they're not interested. Oh, this person, they're probably at work. Oh, this person, oh yeah, they're, it's probably their golf league. That person's playing pool. This one's bowling. Oh, well, this person just told me that they'd never do network marketing, right? Oh, that person said these things don't work. Well, guess what? If you don't do the activity, nothing's going to work, right? And so I consoled her. I said, let's go on the road. I got you. I was calm. Sounds a lot like mentorship too, right? Like your sponsor or your upline saying, we can do this. It works. Have focus. Be committed. Don't quit. Be here a year from now. Focus on the activity. Be all in and you're part-time, right? And do the things that's necessary so you can achieve the things that we say we want, right? Which is ultimately freedom, okay? And so we went on the road yesterday and she was very scared. She was shaking with her handlebars and, she almost fell a few times, but I was letting it flirt with the line without letting her fall, obviously, but, I was letting her go and she got really upset, even though I got her. And she goes, Daddy, I want to go on the grass or I don't want to do this anymore. And so she gets off of her bike and she stands there and she's like, not interested. I just want to go back in the house, blah, blah, blah. And so I pulled her over to the sidewalk out of the road, pulled her over with her bike, and I let her stand by her bike and I started to walk away. And I said, when you're interested to getting back on your bike, let me know and we'll continue again, just in a very calm manner. A lot like what our mentors say to us, right? When we are not interested in doing the activity or we're facing too much objections or things might not be going as fast as we want because we're not focusing on the basics. And our mentors say, guess what? We still got you. Give this one more go, right? Get back on the bike, pedal, focus, right? Be comfortable, relax on the bike, and just focus on doing the activity. Because you know why? We got you. right? And so, so yesterday she got back on her bike and we just finished it to the house. I didn't push anymore, right? We completed what we said we were going to do. Okay. And then today she comes to me, Daddy, I want to ride my bike on the street. I got this. That sounds amazing. Are you sure? You're good this time. I got you. You know that, right? So we go out there and I tell her the basics again, right? A lot like what our mentors say. Make a list, get excited, contact and invite, right? Show the presentation or share the presentation, follow up and close, right? Contact and invite, present, follow up and close, right? All of the things that we know how to do, the basics, and we'll achieve success. So what happened today? Daddy, let go. Daddy, let go. I got this. Daddy, let go. Let go. Huh. Pretty interesting, huh? Guess what she says tomorrow? Daddy, can we ride my bike on the street tomorrow? Will you make time? Absolutely. You know why Daddy can make time? Because of the lifestyle. Does that make sense? And so I'm not saying I am where I want to be. Actually, I finished just short of 250 last month. I believe it was 240 on the left and 245 on the right. Right. So, but guess what? I'm stuck at 100. So, this is a new month. But because we're on purpose with our time, we're inspecting the things that we expect. We know where we are and where we are currently and where we need to be before the end of the month. And, we're compressing time frames and we're being on purpose with our time and we're sharing the plan and we're collecting decisions. See, this is not very complicated. It's actually very simple. Getting rich is boring, but being rich is not, right? So if you want to have what the people that you're chasing have, now, number one, don't compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 30. It would be a false expectation for me to compare myself to a Troy, to, a Muzaffar, to a Jesse, right? Some of these people that I'm chasing, because they're at a different level than I am. They're on a different journey than I am. We're all part of the same team, right? So they're mentors and coaches and friends. But I can't compare my story to theirs. It's unfair for both of us. And comparison is the thief of joy, right? So why would I ever do that when all I know is that I just have to do the same activity. I just have to collect more no's, right? And guess what? Guess who wins? We all win, because there is no competition, just ourselves, right? The only enemy is the inner me. It's me talking to me when I know I should be doing the activity to get the results. And then I get distracted and I allow distractions to distract me, right? And we all have these distractions. We all, we're on Facebook or social media and we're scrolling when we know we should be exposing, right? And so, we're so interested in other people's lives instead of offering a solution to their challenges. How do you do that? Well, guess what? Very simple, right? Be you, be normal, don't be weird. That's my only rule for network marketing is don't be weird. Be yourself, right? In a world that likes to hype and flash and boast and share the things that they don't actually have, right? For me, I know that happiness is a choice that I make and I get to dictate what I do. And I just have to be responsible for the outcome based off of the activity, right? Because I control the input and the output. And so if I want to get to a next level, all I have to do is simply compound the simple things that over time will yield those results I'm looking for. And if not, I have no one to blame but myself. See, most people, they have one finger out pointing at other people like, oh my gosh, the shake isn't in. Oh my gosh, the greens isn't in. Oh my gosh, this. Oh my gosh, that. But guess what? These 3 fingers are pointing back at us because we are in charge of our own life and the results that we're looking for based off of the activity that we're doing or not doing. Right? Pretty crazy, isn't it? And so, most people are looking for an excuse for everything when they have a solution for everything, right? Which is just doing the activity. So marry the activity, divorce the results, and you can compound your numbers. And the time frame is really up to you on which you do it. So if, for example, most people, they're not willing to be bad before they're willing to be good. Now think about if Cameron came to me yesterday and I just let her go and I said, all right, I guess the bike doesn't work. We'll just, it's trash day tomorrow. We'll put it in the recycling bin. and you never have to try and ride a bike again. And I let her off the hook. What do you think that is teaching her? All right. Similar to walking. There was a time where she couldn't walk, but she had a mean crawl. Like it was pretty mean. But could you imagine if we never, said, get up one more time, get up one more time, get up one more time, get on your bike one more time, right? Trust me one more time. Let's do this one more time. Do you think she would be willing to get on her bike and learn more? Probably not. So why are we letting people off the hook when we know we have the solution to their goals and their dreams and what they say they want out of their life? And they say, I can't do this. Is it can or won't? You can't do this or you won't do this. Right? Because I'm not teaching you to give up, right? I'm not co-signing on your excuses to why you can't do something when I know that you can, right? So for example, the regionals are coming up and, the regionals are coming up and there's one close to every city.
Can y'all hear Ben? Okay, Ben, you're frozen.
Yeah, Ben's frozen.
Let me text him.
I love
Just
how
hang
the
tight, people.
expression- I love the expression where it froze him. It's awesome.
I'm gonna call him just a minute.
He went away, so maybe he's getting logged back in or something.
I bet he will.
Yeah.
Isn't this is awesome training?
Isn't
So
he-
many nuggets.
Yeah, so great. So great.
He's back.
Are you back, Ben? Let's see. It says he's back. Ben, are you on?
He just typed 1 second.
Okay, good. Thank you, Leah.
You're welcome.
This
I'm
is a
excited to go to Punta Cana. A lot of people have left already. So
Yes, I have. I drove from the coast to Raleigh so I can catch a plane. I got home 30 minutes. Well, really, I drove in the driveway. I got home 10 minutes before I hopped on here.
oh, good job. There you go. Make it
Anyway,
happen. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hope to see a lot of you all there. And if you're not there with us this year, just do the activity and you'll be there with us next year.
We need a big group next year. Like, seriously, guys. I don't know, like just coming off of that last conference, and I've been only gone to 2 conferences since our last one, since everything being shut down and all that stuff. And I tell you, I never book the next conference right away. I booked and I'm totally going in October. And my goal is to bring 20 people of my team there. So, and I'm just telling people, you got to be there, because where we are in Seacret and where we're going in Seacret is truly, it's an opportunity for each and every one of us to write our own paychecks. And the only way to do that is by showing up and getting trained by the best and being in that atmosphere of everybody. There was such a synergy, like truly, team synergy. I love it. But there was a synergy in the air, and it was fantastic. So who am I seeing here in the chat? You booked a hotel, you booked your hotel stay today. Yay! and got to work on flights. Absolutely. I need to look at booking hotel too. So yeah, and just if we can get as many people there as possible, because I truly believe this event, last one was a breakthrough for everybody who was there, but this next one is going to be like a rise through. Like everyone's going to go nuts, because I always say September is our January in this kind of business, right? Like this is the beginning, and those of us who plug in and really get going and really get focused and just do the tasks regardless of what's going on in here, and like all the things that Ben has already talked about, get out of our own way, right? Those are the people that, you know, we're going to touch people who are going to feel it too, and they're going to get that energy. And oh, it's so much fun. Like it's so much fun when you are moving and shaking with people. You never feel like you're going to be working. And then the money starts coming in and you're like, what the heck? And then it starts doubling and tripling, and just from pure excitement. So that's where we're going. Lives are going to be changed, and I'm just so excited. Yeah, the energy, absolutely. So who was at the last event?
I was. Ben's back on now.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's
I
in.
kind of, I was
Thank you
just
so much, Leah. Leah
making
dropped us some
noise.
great nuggets.
Okay.
Thank you, Leah. You there, Ben? He told me he was on. Okay, wait.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my apologies. I had to get on my phone because apparently, so again, we always have challenges, right? So like there's my iPad, there's my computer, and here's my phone. That's last resort. So, don't wish for more challenges, right? Or don't wish for it to be easier, wish for you to be better, right? So, and that means better Wi-Fi, I guess, too, huh? I don't know. So, but anyway, so I was on a tangent, a soapbox, if you will. But the bottom line is this, guys. The only way to be good is to be bad, and laugh at yourself, give yourself a break, right? So, and just have fun with this, because if you're not having fun, then what's the worth? Anything that you're doing that, you're genuinely interested in doing and being good at, you have to be willing to be bad and give yourself a free pass on your bad days. And because you're never as low as you think you are, you're never as high as you think you are. Right. So, so the more you can literally, hold yourself accountable, and you can take inspection of the things that you want to happen and track back, right, to work your plan and plan your work, and not necessarily in that order, but, this is a business, guys, and there's an art and there's a science to it. None of it is by chance. Okay. So if you are talking to 10 people and you're only getting 1 people to sign up, well, guess what? That's amazing. Because again, we're not expecting you to be good. If you talk to 100 people, you'd get 10 agents, and guess what? You'd be on your way. You could not be 10-10 if you got 10 agents and you help them duplicate, right? So think about this. If you help 10 agents become 5 and 5, that's pretty good, right? You'd have a nice residual check, So again, you have to inspect the things that you expect to happen. And how do you do it? You do it by just starting. Right? Some people might be brand new, and if that's you, congratulations and welcome. You're on your journey. This isn't even necessarily chapter 1. You just opened up the book, right? You get to write it yourself because it's your life and you are the author. Okay. So don't let anyone else write it, but take your time and, be willing to go through and grow through the challenges, the ups and downs, because it's all part of us. Think of it, for example, right? How many of us want to have, Muzaffar or Troy or Jesse type money, right? How many of us? And I can't see everyone, raising their hand, or, or maybe some of you guys are like, that guy's crazy, all right? So how would we expect to want to receive that type of money without being able to solve those types of challenges, without being willing to, do the things necessary in order to have that success? Because it doesn't happen by accident. You will never coast uphill. It doesn't work. Most people think that they do it because they have this lottery ticket mentality, because they bring on 1 person or 2 people, and then they're like, all right, you guys go make me rich. Ready? Go. And it doesn't work that way. Okay. So, the way this thing works is it's all calculated. You take your list, you simply show people,
And guess what? Some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting for you. And, you know, at the end of the day, guys, this opportunity is the biggest that I've ever seen. And I can tell you guys, people are like, oh my gosh, how is this happening in the Philippines so fast? You know what? It came from a simple sit down from a friend that I haven't seen in 8 years. And I almost didn't want to go, but I committed. So I committed, you know, when I was at the height of my enthusiasm, I said I would go meet this person who's a great friend. But when it came time for me to do it, guess what? I was trying to think of ways that I could cancel on him because I wanted to stay home and be comfortable. But had I known what was waiting for me on the other side of that one meeting, right, of traveling all across the world, you know, and the people that I've met that, you know, they've been telling me it's been a blessing for you to come here. You know, we've been praying and hoping and wishing for, you know, something, and then you show up, and I'm like, this is crazy to me because like I'm me. I'm literally like, had they known who I used to be before personal development, they would not be saying this, right? And you know, they keep thanking me for changing their lives. It has nothing to do with me, but it had everything to do with me saying yes to an appointment to show the plan to someone that took it more serious than what most people do. But before that, no one saw the ups and downs, the no-shows, right? No one saw, you know, the amount of people that told me, oh, this will never work. Your best friend's quitting on you. And, you know, the people that say they want something only until they have to do it and then they don't want it anymore, right? It's all part of your journey. It's all part of your process. And if you want the big money, you have to be willing to go through and grow through the small challenges because it all adds up. And there's no way I could look you in the eye, Genevieve, or, you know, Willie, or, you know, Faith, or Dolores, or Karina. There's no way I could look at you, Diana, right? And your son, you know, who I was able to meet at Freedom Academy. There's no way I could look at any of you, LaDonna, and say that, you know, it's worth it if I wasn't willing to go through these things, to be able to look you in the eye and say that you can have success and you can do this too. Because there's too many of those people that are out there preaching, right? These success coaches that you have to pay. And it's like, look, you know, don't do that. You have people that are mentors here that are financially vested in your success to teach you how to do what they did because that's what they did to get what they've got. So you don't have to seek outside. You can for sure, but I would rather watch a leader and watch what they do every day versus listen to one tell me what they did. And so, you know, I'm so grateful, so thankful for the leadership we have within Seacret Direct. It's been 12 years. I would know if this wasn't legit. I would know, you know, if this was something that, you know, wasn't authentic, wasn't credible. I would know if, you know, Jesse and Muzaffar and these guys weren't who they said they were, because every time that they've said something, they've done it. They haven't been perfect, and I'm grateful for that because, you know, and the times that they haven't been perfect, it's forced me to step up and participate in my own rescue. And so your mentors are waiting you to step up and to participate in your own rescue. They're waiting for you to step up and say, you know what, I can do more, I can become more because I can serve more, and ultimately I'll receive more. But guess what? You got to do it first. You got to do it first, because at the end of the day, the team that got you where you are is not the team that's going to get you where you need to be. And so how do you get to that next level? You compound those basic, simple activities that are going to yield you the results you're looking for. And so with that being said, guys, I'm so grateful to be able to share this journey with you guys, you know, because we're doing the same thing that you guys are doing. That's it, you know. And so if you're on your chapter 1, congratulations, welcome. I can't wait for you to receive and experience challenges, because on the other end of that, we'll be sharing stages, and, you know, we'll be on the beaches of the world celebrating, and just, you know, talking about, you know, these experiences. You know, I'll never forget the first time I called one of my friends, and he literally said, so are you going to be the Avon lady, bro? And back then it hurt, but now we laugh about it because he's seen my journey over the years and he's a customer. And I would rather have someone that is a happy customer versus a disgruntled agent, because we make more money when people are happy. And so he's a customer. He loves our products. Never would have thought, right? But I just shared with him. And he's seen my journey and he's referred people to me that might be looking for an opportunity. So I didn't have to convince him to do something he didn't want to do, right? But I asked for his support. And we laugh about that story from day one when he told me I was going to be the Avon lady. I don't know, right? So pretty funny stuff. And so, just know that you guys are on your journey and it's your journey. It's specific to you. And you don't have bosses, you have mentors, you have people that are in business with you that are designed to be there for you to, lift you up when you're down, and you're going to have good days and bad days. We don't know about it unless you reach out. Here's what I would say is, don't waste your mentor's time. Don't waste your mentor's time with things that you can solve yourself. But if you really need help with, sponsoring, and you need help with, stuff that pertains to building your business, right? Income producing activity, like a 3-way call or a presentation, reach out to your mentor. But if you need help with stuff that pertains to customer service, let them do their job too. Okay. Because we're all running after different numbers, and, we all want to be productive and not busy. And so, inspect what you expect. You're a business owner, take ownership. And remember, whenever you have that finger pointing out, you got 3 pointing back at you. So with that being said, guys, I'm so excited to see you guys at the regional. I'll be at the Dallas regional. Can't wait. And I got a ton more fire to bring to those that are plugging in. I hope Dallas will show up and show out because I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone there. So get your regional tickets. Some people say, well, I don't have the money to go. That's your reason you need to do it, not your excuse you don't. Some people say, I don't have the time to go. That's your reason to do it, not your excuse why you don't. Okay. So don't let your excuses, right? Or don't let your reasons be your excuses, because you can have success or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. Okay. And so your attitude has to be in check before you're going to achieve success in anything in your life. And so I'm extremely grateful to be with you guys here today. I love you. We love serving. Our family's here. And I'm so grateful to be able to bring my children to our events and just to really get around people that I know are running after things in their lives, right? And, with a common goal of changing the world by way of changing ourselves. And so I appreciate the time with you guys, and I look forward to our next events. And God bless, and thank you guys, and let's go get them. So focus on the basics, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. God bless.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks a lot, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Ben.
Thank you,
Thank you,
brought the
Ben.
fun.
Thank you, Ben.
Good night,
Everybody be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job, Ben.
It was amazing.
Have fun in the Dominican.